Well, Deb Murphy filed this report for Sierra Wave Media. The town of Mammoth Lakes and Mono County nearing a decision on taxing cannabis businesses, or put more accurately, how much cannabis tax to put to a vote by their respective residents. Now, both entities are working with Dave McPherson from Hinderleiten Delamas and Associates. His presentation at last Wednesday's Mammoth Lakes Town Council meeting clearly illustrated the moving target characteristics of setting a tax. Now, cannabis prices have already started to drop at the cultivation stage, according to McPherson, and will probably continue to drop. The state taxes are steep, adding roughly 25% to the final cost for the consumer. McPherson's recommendation was to keep that final percentage as close to 30% as possible to encourage legal operations and discourage the black market. Now, according to Mono County Finance Director Janet Dutcher, the board agreed to a 50-cent tax an acre on outdoor cultivation and $2 per square foot for indoor cultivation. However, the board didn't quite get to a decision on retail sales at its Tuesday meeting, but we're leaning toward a 6% cap. Now, whatever the final decision, the county tax will only be levied in unincorporated parts of Mono County. Now, when the town's discussions started with a 10% cap for retail sales, Dutcher asked that the two taxing entities come up with a similar figure. So the town's discussion shifted to an 8% cap, with the county willing to bring their cap up to match. However, Mammoth Lakes Town Councilman Bill Saucer bucked the trend, asking for a 5% tax. His thinking, the anti-tax proponents are going to point to that cap. It should be as low as the town could bear for cost recovery. That didn't fly. The Mammoth Town Council went with a 4% cap for cultivation, manufacturing, and 8% for retail sales. Mammoth Mayor John Wentworth toyed with the idea of a starting tax of 0, but the council ended up at a floor of 1% and the flexibility to go up or down as the industry wrinkles got ironed out. Councilman Colin Fernie wasn't comfortable setting a starting point. We just don't have enough information, Fernie said. Town staff will work out the details with the council decision slated for its February 21st meeting. Now, the day before the Mammoth Town Council meeting, members participated in a workshop to go over the latest iteration of cannabis business land use regulations. Now, those regulations still have to go to Mammoth's Planning Commission and will come back to the council on March 7th. Now, the good news for existing medicinal dispensaries is an emergency provision allowing businesses with state licenses to start adult sales immediately with a yes vote on those regulations. Again, set for the 7th. Thank Deb Murphy for that report. Well, today was the first day to pull papers for the upcoming June elections. A municipal election will be held in the town of Mammoth Lakes Tuesday, June 5th. Going to be electing 3 members to the Mammoth Lakes Town Council. The council members presently occupying those offices: Colin Fernie, Shields Richardson, and John Wentworth. Now, the term of office for each seat, 4 years. Council members are paid $735 per month. Candidates must be registered voters and reside within the town. Nomination papers are available from the town clerk, and the deadline for filing those nomination papers, Friday, March 9th. More information, contact Jamie Gray at 760-965-3602. And Cammie Foote, the Inyo County Registrar of Voters, reminding everyone that the declaration of candidacy paperwork now available for the June 5th election. Several offices up for election, including Inyo County Supervisor, Districts 1 and 3, Inyo County Assessor, Auditor, Clerk Recorder, Coroner, District Attorney, Public Administrator, Public Guardian, the Sheriff, County Superintendent of Schools, Treasurer, Tax Collector, and County Board of Education Trustees, areas 1, 3, and 5. Last day to file those as a candidate, March 9th. More information about running for office in Inyo County, check out the candidates guide for the June 5th, 2018 primary election on the Inyo County Elections website, and that's elections.inyocounty.us. More information, 760-878-0224. Well, Dr. Tom Boo has joined Mono County as the public health officer. A press release says that Boo, an East Coast native and graduate of the Medical College of Virginia, moved to the Eastern Sierra in 1996 after finishing residency at Ventura County Medical Center. Dr. Boo worked at Toiyabe Indian Health Project until 2002 when he left the area to pursue public health training and a long-time interest in global health. Dr. Boo and his wife, Helene, returned to Bishop 2009, rejoining the medical staff at Northern Inyo Hospital, where he worked until 2015 when he returned to Toiyabe. That press release notes Dr. Boo looks forward to re-immersing himself in public health while continuing to practice part-time at Toiyabe. Full press release posted on our website, sierrawave.net. Well, Deb Murphy filed this story writing that the 11 members of the Owens Valley Groundwater Authority committed to their financial contribution for the development of a groundwater sustainability plan. It took 3 meetings, 3 hours at last Thursday's session, and additional wording added to the paperwork, but it got done. Now, the recent announcement of potential grant funding of $713,000 from the State Department of Water Resources made the decision easier, especially for the smaller water agencies for whom the $22,000 plus annual contribution was close to their entire annual budget. Now, the notice of the grant came through last Tuesday as a draft recommendation. In other words, it's not written in stone. Now, 3 of the 11 members opted to be a non-funding member of the Owens Valley Groundwater Authority and settle on a voting power of 2 compared to the 4 for full funders. Now, Inyo County Water Department Director Bob Harrington had explained in the previous meetings that a state grant would reduce the required contributions, but it was never fully explained just how that would work. Would member agencies be reimbursed? How quickly? Would leftover contribution funds be rolled over into the second and third years? Now, that was the source of angst leading to the additional wording. Dave Doonan, representing Tri-Valley Groundwater Management District, really wanted some guarantee incorporated into the agreement the members were asked to sign. Glenn Ionu from Wheeler Crest Community Service District wanted something on reimbursement to take back to his board. Mono and Inyo County Councils will be thrashing out the final word for approval by the OVGA temporary chair, Fred Stump. Final commitments shook out very much like they did at the December meeting. The Eastern Sierra, Keeler, and Starlight CSDs will be non-funders. Tri-Valley, Big Pine, Indian Creek, Sierra Highlands, and Wheeler will fully fund, and Bishop, Inyo, and Mono counties will divide the 6 votes seated by the non-funders by picking up the financial slack. Now, there was some sense of relief. This first hurdle had been overcome. Doonan pretty much shattered that relief when he said, "This is the easy part. Now it's going to get difficult." The end users from the 10 other agencies are primary residential. Tri-Valley users are agriculture. And as Dave Doonan said, our livelihoods are on the line. We'll be back with more news.